What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's episode, we're gonna start the OG 2.0 transformation, and we're about to take this truck here behind me, this 2015 LML, the same year, make, and model as the original truck that started this channel, but we're about to make it even better than the original one. Let's get into it, boys. So it's now Monday and we are back to work. I've got a Jake from Enthusiast, and yeah, we have a little bit of a problem on our hands. I was doing some work last weekend, opening up some trails here in the back part of the property, connecting tree stands to other tree stands that I have out here, and also creating a nice little casual highway for the deer. But then I ended up falling victim to the work on Sunday, fix on Monday saying that goes around from time to time. I kicked the track off really bad, and it went in actually the other way, which I'm not all that happy about. I was hoping that when it kicked off it went out, because then you can put it back on, but now we have the pleasure of trying to pull it out, which is difficult. Tracks are not all that bad when you have a process. We haven't really had to mess with a situation like this, so we'll get to fixing this here soon. I was making another pathway down from a stand that I have buried up here, so this trail kind of goes up to the right, circles around, and then comes back down to the left. We did some food plot expansion in the last video, as you guys can remember, and then this is where my day quickly ended. Not only did I bust the line on my brush hog, but then I did this. It was a very destructive day. I'd like to say it was somewhat productive, but very destructive. It was this rock right here that inevitably kicked the track in, but it was this rock that didn't help in the process, and all of those rocks that just prepared me for a very bad time.
That was ballsy, dude. Holy crap.
Yeah, kind of just sent it, man. And this is the result. Call me cool, but I think I'm an idiot.
It's not even hot, it's just so humid. Humid.
It's so humid. Oh, that is such a joyous experience. Didn't we love that, Jake?
Big fan,
Big fan, huge fan.
We had Brody in from Accelerate last night. He got this thing freaking polished. Thinking it's been a little bit since it had its last paint correction, but man, he got this looking so good. Wow. Shout out to you, Brody. Thank you. All right, let's get these wheels and tires unloaded, and then let's get to work on what we can get to work on this beast, because it needs to get back together yesterday. Now, did you guys really think you were gonna get a 2-for-1, the powder coat color and the wheels in one video? Not gonna happen. You're gonna have to wait to see what the setup for this OG 2.0 is, and let me tell you, you're not gonna wanna miss it. It is going to be sick. Alright guys, we got a couple of things we can do to get ready for tomorrow, which is going to be getting all of these parts on that beast right there, which I am beyond excited about because these parts look absolutely killer, as I'm sure you saw. Wow, this truck is going to look incredible. But cleaning the U-bolts up here, the powder coater, put a nice little silicone sleeve right on here to keep the threads nice and unpowder coated. Now kids, never cut towards yourself. However, I'm a certified idiot. I'm going to cut towards myself. Just got to get the knife under there and get that silicone peeled off, and boom. Your threads are ready to be bolted down. Alright, so the next thing we're going to work on is getting that back in this, because in order to make all of the whirly parts this beautiful color, let me climb up here, In order to make all that look that good, we had to take everything off, which in turn meant taking this off, which means you got to drain the coolant. So this truck currently has no coolant in it, and so we don't forget about it, that's going to get filtered, and then we're going to dump all that back in here so it stays nice and cool with that beautiful Cheetah 63.5 in there, and this beautiful Whirly custom fab piping. Wow, great job. I like the white accent bands. Woo! All right, guys. So obviously, I'm breaking things. But obviously you can reuse coolant if you keep it nice and clean. I would definitely always run it through a filter. This is just like a paint filter type thing. We have a bunch of them laying around the shop, so that's what we use. You can reuse coolant, just filter it, make sure it's nice and clean, and you're good to put it back in. Let's do that. Throwback to that one time I was working on the LBZ and completely covered myself in coolant. Casey, roll the clip. I don't have the best track record with coolant. We will be back, I think, tomorrow. Finish up all of this. That's the goal. I think that's the goal. We're gonna make that the goal right now. However, it's about to rain cats and dogs outside, and I got 8-ball, which has an open, inlet, and it's just not gonna work well. I gotta get that back up to the house.
The next day.
Diablo blades really freaking work, man. This one's gonna be a little bit more fun though, because we have some transmission lines in the way. Might as well take the whole motor out just for this cut, right? Right?
I was thinking we just lift the tab off too. Just frame.
All of it?
Yeah.
For this cut?
Just strip it down.
Yeah, dude. You know, should we just try maybe before we pull the motor out?
Just give it a couple strokes. Okay. We don't want to.
Potato. Not sponsored by mechanics. I did have to move this cut over anyway, so it's not a bad thing that this is happening, but I think we're coming across on this side too, which is good. I just feel like pins and needles in my whole body right now. Very cool, man. It's like...
You got a feeling in your arm there?
Do I still have that GM undercoating on my schnoz? I mean, it's big enough. You didn't have to get that close.
Yeah. It's
still there?
All right, now what,
I'm
Doc?
DURTYMAX Jack, homie. We're back to the OG. It's in my blood. What can I say?
I was going to say, you got to be getting dirty.
Alrighty then. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. trying to sing, dude. I thought we were gonna get the rear of the truck finished today, but my friends, it's not gonna happen because we're missing one essential component coming from our good friend over at Flight Fab. Miles is hard at work making sure that everything's perfect. And perfect is an absolute must for this build behind us. We thought we were gonna get the axle completely bolted up, rear end put back together, but unfortunately that's not the case because we don't have that missing component. We do need different U-bolts rather than the ones that came with the Cognito lift because they're just a little bit larger, and then we would have been able to tie up the back, but that's not what we're gonna do. So we're about to switch things up.